Hey, hey, hey. I hope we are live. My hair is still wet. Welcome to another Freedom Friday at Ride, Pray, Love, where we are all about empowering you to really rise to your next level, step into your full potential so that you can not only thrive, but show up as the best version of yourself, especially during these changing times. My name is Helena Das, and I am so excited to be connecting with you today. It is really been a time of extraordinary, for me personally, breakthroughs and shifts and just powerful blessings and supernatural miracles. And I'm just so excited to share a little bit more with you today. And I do have a very special invitation for you, so I hope you'll stick with me. So today, I want to talk about what I am calling from spiritual burnout. I don't know if you've experienced this. Maybe you're experiencing it now. But going from spiritual burnout to really supernatural, divine, and sacred breakthrough. And the reason I am sharing this and feeling called to share this is because not too long ago, just a few short months ago, I went through this very thing. And so today I want to share a bit more about my story, and then a special invitation. If you're resonating with my story, if you're feeling like you are in a place of just feeling not only physically fatigued and exhausted, but spiritually burnt out, spiritually exhausted. You're feeling depleted, you're feeling tired, weary, and worn out, even though you're doing all the things, right? Maybe you're doing your meditation, maybe you're going for your walks in the park, maybe you are doing your prayer and your yoga and your journaling and whatever it is that you do for your spiritual practice that helps you really plug into source, as I often like to talk about, to really center and ground and anchor us, and or which was kind of my case. I was doing all the things, right? And well, except for one, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, or maybe you fell off the horse, which I've done in the past too. You have a spiritual practice, you've started, and then life gets in the way and you kind of fell off the horse, right? So I want to speak to really also, these times we're in, right? We're in rapidly changing times. We're in times where we're really being called to step up and rise, especially if you are someone here who is meant to make an impact. If you are a wave maker or a way shower or a trailblazer of light, those are the people that I know that I'm meant to serve and that I'm calling in to my tribe and my circle. And so maybe like me, you are in a place or have been in this place or space where you feel like you're doing all the things and you just can't catch a break. You feel like everything is just, wearing you down. You're in survival mode. Things aren't going your way. And, secretly, maybe you're even like I was, frustrated and mad at God. And you're kind of wondering, like, have I been forgotten? Have I been forsaken? Am I being punished? What am I doing wrong, right? These are all thoughts that I will admit that I had going on when I was in this really huge, let's call it funk, a spiritual funk, a spiritual burnout, kind of like really losing faith and, having just really this feeling of wanting to give up, right? Wanting to give up on my soul's calling, on my dreams and desires, on all the things that are really, really near and dear to my heart. And the other piece that I want to bring in, that if you're feeling, can resonate with any of this, and if you are, I'd love to hear in the comments. Please even put a yes or an amen or something. Let me know that you are resonating with this, and if you can relate. And so, something that I want to share is that I often talk about having a daily devotion, a spiritual practice, a way to plug into source, right? And while I have for several years now had a very committed, and I like to say almost daily, because it's not that I don't skip a day or so here and there, but really, really committed, almost daily spiritual practice, or what I have come to call a daily devotion. And it has, over time, it takes on different flavors. It includes anything from journaling to prayer to meditation to yoga to being out in nature. And my favorite, number one, hands down, FASTrack, most powerful way for me personally to plug into source and align with the divine and connect with my soul has been, and still is, to ride my horse. A quality time comes close, but riding my horse is really that that icing on the cake. And what I will share with you is that, perhaps you're feeling it too. I don't know where you live in your part of the world, but maybe you're also feeling, like the temperature changes and the seasons and the things that are changing on the earth, right? And I will say that for me and my beloved indigo, summertime historically has not been our favorite time of the year. We live in Florida. It's hot, it's humid, it's buggy, it's rainy and hurricane season, right? It's not my favorite time of the year for both of us. He's very sensitive to the bugs and can have allergies. And so it's not our favorite time of the year. I'll put it that way. And so summer can get to be a really challenging time for me to get my rides in and my quality time with him, just point blank. As much as I might try. In this year, this past summer has been extra special, has been extra challenging. And I won't go into the detail of all that, but let's just say I haven't been able to get my fix. I tried a handful of times, and it was just, we were so uncomfortable, both of us, and the mosquitoes. We live near the woods, which is nice in some ways, but the bugs and mosquito population tends to be after the rain, and we've been getting a ton of rain almost daily, it feels like. And anyway, it just was not fun, and pretty much had to surrender and give up. When I turn him out, it's only recently in the past a few days really that things are cooling down, and I've stopped. He has to wear his blanket and his fly mask and his leg wraps and all the things just to keep him comfortable when he's out. So never mind honestly trying to ride him. And so all that being said, while I was doing all the other things that I know to do that have worked for me in the past, I was really kind of, jonesing for my rides, and also feeling kind of like I wasn't able to plug in the way that I normally do. And I was feeling frustrated and cranky, and like I said, in a really bad spiritual funk, okay? As there's no other way to put it. And so, all of that kind of, I started going and slipping a little bit into a downward spiral, and started, giving up hope, and, like my motivation and inspiration and all of that was starting to really peter. And while I did, do a few things and manage to kind of just like have a status quo in terms of really, getting through my days and keep coming back to peace and keep choosing love and all the things that I practice and I preach, there was this level of funk and block that I really couldn't seem to get through. And it was lasting longer than I would like to admit, okay? Because typically, I am able to sort of move through anything like that, within a day or so at most, right? And this was last going on a couple weeks. And so anyway, I stumbled upon, really it was divine intervention. I stumbled upon a number of things that really helped me to, what I want to say is, fast track my breakthrough, to lift and shift and really plug in and strengthen and deepen my connection with Source, with God, and really streamline the process and really put it on steroids, where it's felt like this supernatural connection and communication, and my energy and vitality and inspiration started coming back, in as little as even a day at this point. And it's become now, part of my lifestyle and part of my daily practice and routine, again, almost daily. And so I would love to, invite you, because this conversation is so rich and so deep, and I don't want to just give you a few tips. I really want to support you implementing this practice if it resonates with you. And I want to say there are some parts of this that I don't really feel, just don't feel ready to put it on YouTube. So I want to invite you to a very special training on Zoom that will be a more private space for us to connect, where I'm going to share with you the different ways that you might be actually blocking your own breakthrough, and maybe even creating a level of spiritual burnout that I was referring to. And I also want to, cover like the most common causes for that. I want to, that I discovered, because of my own journey here. I want to chat with you about what you can do to correct it. And I want to share with you, 3 really powerful ways. And one of them is just this incredible tool or practice that I have discovered. This is something new. I've never revealed this before. This is kind of cutting edge, hot off the press, if you will. And I really want to share this with you to help you fast track your breakthrough in any area of your life. Honestly, what I've been doing has been increasing my clarity, my connection to, my intuition to God. It's been increasing my gifts, my energy, my vitality. It's incredible. What else has it done? It's, there have been some really amazing, miracles in terms of really a just deep and profound, not only sense of peace and prosperity, and again, that clarity and confidence and conviction and sort of that passion and purpose that was kind of missing, or had kind of started to peter out for me. And, I have to admit, like, when I am not feeling that, and I did take a time out because of that, I don't feel right, or it just doesn't feel aligned for me to do things and share things when I'm not in that place of alignment and passion. And so, I'm happy to report that it's back. I'm back on the horse. Well, not quite yet, the literal horse, but soon. But I am back on the horse in terms of feeling, ignited and lit up and on purpose, and really crystal clear, with my next steps, which include quite obviously sharing this message with you, and the deeper training that I am working on to really empower you with these priceless tools. I will be leaving the information below. If it's not there when this video is posted, please come back and check, because there will be, a sign up in case you're not on my email list, so we can send you the Zoom call details. And also, again, I want to create a safe space for this, because really a couple other things I want to mention, in the times that we're in, with all the accelerated change, there is, in many ways, an increase of darkness as well as the light And in some ways, I want to say that because of the higher degree of light that's flooding the planet, some of the things may actually seem like if you're feeling like you have increased negative self-talk or patterns or loops that are resurfacing that you had thought you'd gotten rid of, or even, addictive behaviors. If you have felt an increase in that, if you will, what I want to say is it's not your imagination. And I want to go deeper on this topic, in the training, is that really it's not that the darkness is increasing on the planet. It may look like that. It may seem like that. That may be a perception. And I had that for a while. But what I have come to realize is that a lot of these things have been there all along. It's just that there's more light. And so that's why we can see them better. The veils are thinning. It's like someone turned the light on, and you know who that someone is. Someone turned the light on, and now we can see the cobwebs, on the ceiling or under the bed or in the closet or whatever it is, right? The light is actually helping us to see in the shadows, in the darkness, the things that really need to be uncovered and cleansed and purified. And I will tell you that the things that I've been doing that I'm going to share with you more in depth have like the purification that I spent several days of just like crying and